All right, so we are going to create a program, inch to feet. So I set up a new class. I've named it inch to feet. So let's go and just start with the description. So our goal is to convert or write a program that takes in inches and converts it to feet. But the goal also is to understand how to use modulus. Um, so here we go. So we have our public class inch to feet. So we're going to start by creating our method main here. So there we go. And we'll start with declaring our data types and our variables. Let me go ahead and open and close that. There we go. And so we will start with um, inches per feet. Inches per feet. So I'm going to we'll call it a double, and we know inch per feet is 12. And we'll just say final because that's not going to change. Our goal is to take in the total amount of inches, and our goal is to find out, well, how many feet is that? And then also how many remaining inches. So we'll have the whole feet, whatever it is, and then whatever's remaining. So we'll have something like, 6 feet 3 inches at the end of this. All right. So our next goal is to take an input. So if we're going to take an input, we should ask a question so that the user knows um, what to input. So how many, or enter the number of inches. And in order to take the input, we're going to use a scanner class. But we'll have a problem if we do this. Some error will come up because I forgot to use the Java utils scanner, so I didn't import the scanner class at the beginning here. So now we're all set. So now we're okay. Now we're okay. Um, so once we take the input, we're going to want to know how many, or ask the question or figure out how many feet. And then, but ignore the leftovers. Ignore the leftovers. We just want to know how many total feet. And in order to do this, um, we might get a decimal. We might get a decimal. So what we're going to want to do is um, use some integer casting, uh, which, if you recall in class the other day, Mike will help us with. Um, so here we go. So the first thing is whole feet now equals, now it's total inches divided by inches per feet. But we're putting an integer here, so we're not going to get whatever's left over. We're not going to get the decimal. And then here we'll then print out. So that's plus whole feet equals whole feet. Whoops, there we go. All right. So let's see, where are we at here? All right, so if we compile, no syntax errors, and we run it, so here we go. enter number of inches. So let's say 13. And it's going to say that's 1 whole feet. I should say 1 whole foot, but 1 whole feet. So it ignored the leftovers. Ignored the leftovers. So here we go. So let's continue now with figuring out how many are left over. How many are left over? So we'll write a little comment here, just how many leftover inches. So find the remainder. This is when modulus comes in. There we go. So remaining inches equals, again, we're dealing with doubles and ints. So we're just going to say integer, total inches, because total inches could be a decimal. And so total inches equals percent per feet, which isn't percent. I don't know why I said that. That's a modulus. So it's going to find the remainder of that. And then if we print that out, so system print out, so that's blank remaining inches. And let's go ahead and compile and find it here. There we go. And run it. And here we go. So let's say 25. 25. So that's 2 whole feet and 1 remaining inch. And 1 remaining inch. So here we go. And keep going. So now we pretty much need the final statement of how many feet and inches. We've taken it apart. So the final statement, feet and inches. So whoops, here we go. Back that up a little bit. And I'm putting this in 2 lines. It could be in 1, but just so we see it on our screen, it could be like, there we go. I think I messed something up, but that we could have it in 1, but instead I'm going to keep it in 2 lines so we can, oops, there we go. So we can see it. And so compile, and let's see what the output is. Let's do 32. I know 12 doesn't go into that evenly. That's 2 whole feet. That's 8 remaining inches. That's 32 whole inches converts to 2 feet and 8 inches. So, question is, I just thought about it right now, is what happens if I put a decimal in? I think there's something I did not think about, so let's just check it. What if I put in 25.5 inches, and then it created 1 inch only, extra inch, but there should be 1.5 inches. So let's come over here and try to figure out what happened. And I just popped in my head. This is the problem. This is the problem right here. So we're okay with this total inches mod, inches per feet. We're okay with that being a double. I spelled double correctly. There we go. We're okay with that being a double. So, oh, something happened. All right, so what I'm seeing is that one of the issues is remaining inches is an integer. Um, it- One way to take care of this is let's just make them all doubles. So remaining inches is a double now, which I should have created that as a whole at the beginning, but here we go. We compile, and now we can run it. See, and so we do 25.5. There we go. 2 inches extra is 24 inches, or 2 feet, sorry, 2 feet and 1.5 inches extra. So there you go. Using modulus to convert feet to inches. Correction, converting inches to feet. Okay, here we go.